the book dragon's lair.
Ah, there you are, my loyal servant. Come, don't be shy. It's only me, your queen. Come into the light. Let me look at you. Lovely to see you again. And you properly came on time. I've always admired that about you. Always appreciated it, I suppose. My, but what dreadful weather outside. Thunder, harsh gray skies, and freezing rain. I could almost feel sorry for the poor peasants walking around in this horrific weather. Almost. But you're not in the cold rain, are you? I suppose you're grateful then. After all, you're in a nice, warm castle, dry as bones. Oh yes, the trading route between our kingdom and the 16th kingdom. They brought me a gift. Well, let's see what this gift is. A pomegranate liqueur. Well, alright then. Pour a little glass for me, and a little bit for you as well, and we'll taste it together. Go on. Fetch 2 glasses and fill them with the spirit. Good human. Ah, you returned. Thank you. And with 2 glasses. Just as I said. What an obedient servant you are. I've always admired that. Cheers. It smells good, and it's a very pretty color. I wonder if it tastes as good as it smells. Well, it does taste good, though I've always been fonder of apples. This isn't half bad. I suppose we'll have to thank the 16th Kingdom and negotiate the trade routes. My, what thunder. Tell me, my servant, is the liqueur to your liking? Good. That makes me happy. We ought to drink this more often, don't you think? After all, nothing like a bit of liqueur to drive the chill out of one's bones. Or in my case, bring the warmth in. Now, tell me, how How long have you been serving me? And you've been loyal solely to me and the king? Let me ask you something. Am I a benevolent ruler? Am I not kind towards my subjects? Am I not caring in regards to the state of my kingdom, the state of my loyal subjects? Am I not a good ruler, a benevolent and gracious queen? Good. That's what I wanted to hear. Forgive me. I tried to inhale some of the liqueur. But come with me, though. I want to show you something. Yes, right here. Down this hallway. And here. One of the finer portraits in the castle. Beautiful, isn't she? This was my stepmother, the former queen of our kingdom. Wise and benevolent to an extent. Beautiful and praised by her subjects. Pity that she had to die in such a tragic way. You shouldn't feel sorry for her. I killed her. Well, why not? After all, this is the woman who tried to kill me. I simply returned the favor. The only difference is, I actually got the job done. Truthfully, though, I never understood why she hung my heart over her bed. Maybe to keep it as a trophy, as a sign of liberation. Please, as if hanging my heart over her bed truly released her from my grip. I'm honestly glad she was so foolish back then. Had she have ripped me apart, with the help of her guards, of course. She couldn't bear to get her hands filthy. But if she had ripped me apart and cast every portion into the fire until they'd burnt away to ash, then she would have killed me. Instead, she didn't. And well, after a little fun in the woods, and after a passionate wake-up call, I simply returned the favor. Though, in hindsight, I suppose that's a pity too. I so would have loved to see her dance in a pair of red-hot iron shoes on my wedding day. Oh well. What's done is done. And I can't actually go back in time. How can I? Why am I telling you this? Well, I suppose honesty is key in any relationship. Do you remember how we first met? I saw you slaving away in my garden, and you brought me a bouquet of red roses in the dead of winter, no less. I always wondered if you did have some magic in you, but You're lovely enough to get by without magic. And because you've been so loyal and faithful to me, I've decided to reward you. I've decided that you are going to be my consort, my partner, my lover, if you will. Yes, I am married to the king, but not for long. Frankly, he bores me now. He's always been so submissive and eager to please. I have him wrapped around my finger. Honestly, every single thing I did, he'd worship it. He'd worship me, adore me. I've gotten bored of it. I want someone different. And so, once I get you settled down and comfortable, I plan to pay my dear, beloved husband a visit, and I plan to kill him. I'll sink my fangs into his throat and drain him of every last bit of blood while we're making love. He's so obsessed with me. I'm sure it's what he'd want, and I doubt he'll even fight back. If he does, well, I've always wanted to know what it would be like to snap his neck with my bare hands. I'm sure he'd enjoy that too. No, I'm not joking. Why on earth would I joke about that? I don't want him anymore. I want you. Isn't that what every commoner wants? To live in the lap of luxury, with a loving wife to tend to them and pleasure them? What do you mean? You don't want that? Every commoner does. You refuse me. No, you're not allowed to refuse me. I'm your queen. You do as I say. And where do you think you're going? You can't leave. I didn't say you could. Come here. I said, come here. You do not turn your back on me. Now then, I'm going to give you one chance to apologize to me and to beg for forgiveness. Stop struggling. I said stop. Perhaps you've forgotten. You're not royalty yet. You have no say in this matter. You are a peasant, a pawn. You are my servant to use as I see fit. Be grateful. There are many commoners who long to live in the lap of luxury. There are many commoners who would kill to be in your position. And, of course, I'm your queen. You do as you're told. This is my reward to you. I am being quite generous in offering to make you ruler over the kingdom and my lover. And yet you resist me. Why? Truthfully, though, I was hoping you'd resist. Not this much, but I was hoping you'd fight back. That's one of the things about my husband that I absolutely hate. Aside from his sickening obsession with dead things like me. Aside from that, he was so submissive, obedient. He never struggled against me. He never refused me. It's one of the reasons why I want you. You do struggle, like right now. However, I'll enjoy whipping and breaking you of those bad habits. However, it only seems fair that I make it official before the wedding, before the funeral, I should say. Actually, he's still pleasing to look at, but if I just drain him of his blood, feed him a bit of mine, I could easily turn him into a ghoul, a mindless, submissive servant. Oh, you need not to worry. That's just my familiar meowing. The poor wretch seems to be in heat. But, as I was saying, we ought to make it official. Oh, my poor familiar. Wretched in her heat, and so am I. In fact, I think before I kill my husband, I think we ought to have a little fun. Right after I mark you. This way, everyone knows who you belong to. And you especially. I did the same to my stepmother, and now I will do the same to you. Don't worry, it won't hurt much. How delicious. You taste even better than I thought you would, my dear. And this is your reminder of who you belong to. You belong to me. Now then, I changed my mind. I ought to make you wait before we make love with one another. So you can just stay in that hallway, bound and gagged, for all I care. Don't worry, my dear. I'll be back soon. Right now, though, I have to kill the king. I'll be back soon, my beloved human.